Alright, I think we're up. Hey everybody, welcome aboard. Captain Mike here. Today I'm going to run a Transavia flight, Flight 6924, with non-stop service from Innsbruck over to Rotterdam. They did this ride an hour and 15 minutes in the real world. We'll see just how close we can come to that. It's early morning. The sun's just going to be coming up by the time we get out of here. Aircraft's cold and dark. I just got in here and got all the paperwork done, so let's see how quick I can get through this. And I have to figure out the CDU for 2020. I really haven't used it all that much. I'm used to explain. So, with that said, you should have the load data sheet on the right. I'm not able to give you the glass screens or the MCP like I do in explain because they're just not available in Air Manager for me to give them to you. But I can give you the load data sheet. I'll give you the CDU, give you the charts as well as we go along. So, with that, let's get going. DC battery selected to bat. DC battery switch is on guarded. Standby power is auto guarded. Alternate flaps are off guarded. Fuel pump switches are off. Wipers are set to park. Hydraulic pumps, electric 2 and 1 are off. Landing gear is down. We've got 3 green and 3 green on the aft overhead. Weather radar to test. Master caution reset. Fault in-op test. And overheat fire. Alright, ground power is available. Let me just check on here. Why are these backwards again? Why are these backwards again? I gotta switch those monitors.
American 314 at the shoreline, turning left heading 210, running 25 right, let's take off. Alright, at the shoreline, heading 210, 25 right, clear for takeoff, American 314. Traffic 2146, hard taxi down the Boeing. Cell phone. American 314, contact the bus. Roger, American 314. 1814 heavy to make 2 right turns onto Echo and remain just frequency. Yeah, 2 right turns on the Echo. Stop with 2126, opposite direction, stop landing on the north side, running 25 right, non-board. 25 right, that's right,
Alright, I think those screens are set now. Now they should follow along. Ground services. Alright, and they are set, and the doors. Okay, that's looking good. Alright. Alright, so ground power is available. We're going to go on ground power, confirm with the AC selector. And we are set for unconditioned air. Galley power is on. Let's get those IRS selectors. To nav, emergency exit lights are armed. And we just cycle that. And we're at LOWI.
They will turn away at the shoreline. Winds are calm. Runway 6 right, clear flat. Clear to land 6 right, County 561.
And what's in the database for the airport is pretty close to what the IRS is picking up, so that looks pretty good. Alright, flaps are up, and showing up on the aft overhead. Let's give them, oh, it's still a little dark out. We'll give them the logo and the position lights. Let's get some pressure in here. Let's get. I want to make sure it doesn't do anything to. Okay. I want to make sure it didn't do anything to my chocks. Alright, that takes care of the originator flight. Let's keep on going here. Leading edge devices test. Okay, service interphone is off. EEC switches are on, guarded reversers are extinguished. Crew oxygen is fine. Passenger oxygen is normal, guarded. Flight recorder test. Lock speed warning test 1 and 2. And a little too early for stall warning. We'll come back to that. 3 green on the landing gear. PSCU is out. Let's check the oxygen flow. That's good. Lights test.
FedEx 1814 heavy at Tango, cross 25 right, cross 25 left, tag to Alpha Departure.
Alright. Alright, flight controls A and B are on guarded, alternate flaps are off guarded, spoilers A and B are on guarded, yaw dampers on. VHF nav is normal, IRS is normal, FMC is normal, source selector is auto, control panel is normal. Fuel temperature is fine. Crossfeed check. Pumps are off. AC/DC panel is set. Equipment, cooling, supply, and exhaust is normal. Emergency exit lights are on. No smoke and seatbelt signs on. Window heat. And let's run that test. TAT test. Wing and engine anti-ice are off, and electric hydraulic pumps 2 and 1 are off. 3 entranceways are open. Test on the flight data recorder. Pressurization panel is zeroed out. Temperature is fine. Let's reset the master caution. Overheat test. Wing body, air conditioning master, very good. We are set for unconditioned air. Today's ride is 36,000. And let's check the outflow valve. Alright, and we're going to use the right igniter for this ride, and our lights are good. Let's do ATIS clearance and then program the flight management computer for this ride. Now, ATIS is 126.03.
Runways 26.
Alright.
0. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short
355 at 1, visibility 10.
Advise on initial contact, you have information Bravo.
No clouds detected. Temperature is okay, that looks good. Dew point 1035.
355 at 1. Visibility 10.
And 1035.
No cloud detected. Temperature -2.
And we're using runway 8.
UNH 1035.
And we have Bravo.
-300 feet. Transition level 100. Arriving and departing runways 2608. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact, you have information Bravo.
All right.
EJ 284 heavy about cross runway 25 left, hold short runway 25 right.
Good evening, Innsbruck Tower, Transavia 6924, looking for IFR clearance to Rotterdam as filed. We have Bravo. Would be nice if I could give you the glass screens as well.
Innsbruck Tower, information Bravo is current. Cleared to Rotterdam via the Ideal 2 Juliet departure, then is fired. Departure runway 08, initial climb 5000. Departure on 128.975 squawk 2525.
Cleared to Rotterdam via the LJ2J departure, then is filed. Departure runway is 8, initial climb is 5000. Departure on 128.975 squawk 2525 for Transavia at 6924. All right, and that is in. And 128, that is in. And let's get you in there.
EJ 284 heavy at Foxtrot cross runway 25 right to the right on Bravo.
All right, let's program the flight management computer now. You should have the CDU and you should have the load data sheet. Let me grab the load data sheet for myself here. Okay. All right, we're at ramp 8. So, and and our arrival is EHRD. And TRA 6924, yes. We've got runway 8. And but I don't have a company route in here. And let's have a look at our route. So we've got 2J from 8. And on the way in, we have Helen 4 from Helen. Alright, and we're going to be using 2-4. And we're going to do the R&P into 2-4.
United 4771, correction way 25 right, minus weight. Minus the weight, 25 right.
And from Dofmo, however you pronounce it. Let's have a look at that.
United 23,
and all right, so we're going to hit the intersection and then we're hitting Rum, OEJ, Innsbruck, Odillo, and then we have Mogti, M-O-G-T-I, and then Nessus, N-E-S-E-S, and then we've got then Quinad,
forehead car, following a heavy 777, caution way 330 at 4, runway 25 left.
Tedgo, to Covan,
289 tower and Foxtrot, cross runway
Sunig,
4 short, runway 5 right.
right, Banham, right, Alright, Nog. Adenu.
Safety 14 heavy, 2 left turns on Alpha, contact ground point 75. 2 left turns on Alpha, ground point 75. That is 14.
LARSU. And then Sagri.
United 471, RNAV Doctor, wind
Bub.
3304, runway 25 right, 6 bigger.
And that's going to be 50-50 for the first one. And we have JZ, right? FI.
53, runway 25 right, line up and wait. 25 right, line up and wait.
And then we're into Helen. Helen to Rimba to Dathmu, and then from there we're going to hit the approach into into runway 24. So let's go and take a look at some charts here. Let me give you the charts now. Hey Paul, how's it going? Yeah, we're having a pretty good day. Just got back a little early actually with Shadow. He went for his radiation treatment today, and he's resting comfortably. So, I figured I'd come in here and get a ride in. Hope you're having a good one, Paul. Alright, let me give you the charts. And let me have the same thing here. Let's go to... Now, on the way out, we had Adillo 2J. 2J, yes. Dump that for now.
565, RNAV Doctor, wind 310 at 4, runway 25 right, bigger. 25 right,
Alright. So, we've got Rum, OEJ. Alright, we're swinging around for Innsbruck. And then we're on our way out to Adillo. And Adillo, we need to be above 13,000. That's in. And as you can see, Innsbruck, we need to be at a maximum speed of 165 or below, which that's already programmed in. So the departure out of Innsbruck is done. Let's take a look at the arrival. They just ran this flight in the real world, an hour and 15 minutes. We're going to see just how close we can come to that. And on the way in, we have Helen 4R, right? And we're getting picked up at Helen. To Rimbu, to Dathmu, and then let's jump to the back here. And then I'll run through the whole thing. So here's Helen. And then Rimba's up after that. And then we have Dathmu. And Dathmu, the restriction, we need to be at 6,000 or below for Helen R4, which is what we're going to follow in. From Dathmu, we're going to Kako. Right, from there, we're going to be picking up, as you can see, from Dathmu, we're going to head straight on in. Dathmu, Kakmu to Rewick, RD203, Atwit, 252. We're on our way in, and then we have the nest on the back end. So that's all looking pretty good.
Alliance 4 Heavy is Juliet, cross runway 25 right, contact ground point 75.
Let's have that. Now, let's get the fuel and our payload in here. Let me give you the load data sheet again. Let me grab that myself. Let's bring this down here. Okay. Now let me go back to the menu into actions. Let's do payload. And we've got a zero fuel weight of 130.2. So 130.2. We'll put that in, and we'll let them set up first class economy and all that stuff for us. And we're going to go to our fuel. And the fuel this ride is 19.1. And we'll get that in. So now we can get our zero fuel weight of 130.2 in there. If we take a look at our final reserve with the alternate, it is 78.73, so we'll put in 7.9 on the reserve. We'll take a look at the cost index. The CI up here is 18. We'll get that in there. And we are cruising at 380. And let's get our cruise winds. Let's go to top of climb. And we have top of climb here. And it's going to be 075 at 58. And it already put that in for us. Oh, very good. Okay, so we're not going to derate the engines here. And the CG is going to be 25.4. Flaps 5, takeoff. Now, runway 8, is it? Yes. Has a down slope of 0.2. And the heading's in there already. Okay, and let's get the runway winds. I believe they were variable at 1. I'm not even going to bother with that. Let me just check. And yeah, they're variable at 1. So, and you can see the Q is 1035, and that's already in. So, that's looking pretty good. So let's come back here. The trim is 473, and we've got an engine out at 149. So that is looking pretty good. Let's get our descent forecast set up in here. Now, since we're down here already, when we get into Rotterdam, it's going to be 1037. Let's go to top of descent here. Let's find top of descent, and we're looking at 6. And I said that's going to be 1037. Okay, and we're cruising at 360, so we'll put in 20. Put in 15,000, and we'll put in 10,000. And let's go get our winds. All right, here's the descent. So at 20,000, it's 098 at 20. At 15,000, it's 094 at 16. And at 10,000, we are looking at 113 at 13. All right, and we'll come back to legs. Let me just bring up the map here. Let's go to route data. And I'm just going to request the winds for cruise. You could put them all in if you wanted to, but I'm not going to be bothered doing that. All right, so now let's have a look. Make sure I didn't screw anything up here.
9364 heavy at Foxtrot, cross runway 25 right, Toronto Bravo behind Alaska. Is there a way to do a Foxtrot and Foxtrot? You can, but it'll slow down the flow of the departure. 364 loads into it. 25 right at Foxtrot,
Rainbow off, and then we're on our way in. Very good. All right, and let's go back to you.
American 2811, contact departure, good day.
And let's load them up. I don't know why it's popping up as that. And that's already done. There's our winds. All right, so that all looks good. All right, so I'm set here, here, and here. We are set at There's no ground here, so we've got tower 120.1. Departure they gave us was 128.975. That is in. And that is in, so the radios are good. Alright, let me have terrain, position, data, airport, and station. I'm on the master, you're on the slave. You can have weather, station, airport, data, and position. Alright, that's all looking good. That is set. Initial heading is going to be 77.
1232,
And we are cleared up to 5. So that is set. Nose wheel steering is normal. Got it. Let's check out displays. And the lower. And our auto flight is good. Okay, so primary flight display is artificial horizon is level, ground speed is 0, 45 on the speed tape, V1 is 139, 149 on the engine out, V2 initial heading is 77, we got a decision height of 200, local pressure is 1035, we cleared up to 5,000, I've got terrain on the nav display, and let's get the standby gauge set up here, and we're going to 1035. Okay, that's set, that's set. N1 is set. Auto speed reference is auto. We'll reset the fuel flow. Auto brake is set for rejected takeoff. They're all looking pretty good here. You're not going to need the CDU anymore. We can get rid of that. And you're not going to need a load data sheet anymore either. So we can get rid of that as well. Alright, let's check the bottles. Cargo, let's clear that. And let's check TCAS. And that test is done. And let's check stall warning. Okay. Good. Alright, that's all good. Alright, let's get these doors buttoned up. Let's get ready to get on out of here. And we have some fuel in the center tank. Let's get the APU up and running. Already walking? Nice. That's good to hear, Paul. That is good to hear. While we're waiting on that, let me grab this. Don't need that anymore. Let me have you.
Southwest 2207, contact margin.
And we've got runway 8.
Southwest 4624, tower 13103, runway 24 right, clear the line.
And let me have progress. So today's ride's just over 500 miles, 503.
Delta 1335, you said ready? Delta 1335, Delta 1335, runway 24 left, line of boy. 24 left, line of boy, Delta 1335.
Just waiting on the APU. I believe I started that. Thought I did.
Southwest 4624, try to make the reverse if you can due to a taxiway closure.
So Innsbruck should look pretty cool on the way out. We got a nice looping right-hand turn coming up. Should have a nice view out that window as we come out and then swing back around as we gain altitude. EasyJet just getting in. I'll be backing out on my own power because I don't like the pushback system that's in here. I'm not able to figure it out. I'd rather just back out on my own. APU is taking its sweet time. There we go. Let's confirm, and we'll give that a minute before we go on APU bleed. In the meantime, let's get buttoned up here. Doors, let's get these doors buttoned up. And I want a little more pressure in there for the brakes before we let go of the chocks.
1335 heading 210, contact departure. Transfer departure, 1335. Sheriff San Antonio, Los Angeles, altimeter 3009.
And we are looking good there. Let's get rid of ground power. Let's... And let's remove those. And that should button up our cargo doors. Now let's get on APU. Let's make sure we're disconnected here.
South 4624, reverse approved, cross runway 24 left, and kind of ground point 65. Reverse approved, cross 24 left, ground point 65.
Good. Innsbruck Tower, good morning. Transavia 6924, ready for push and start with Bravo, ramp 8.
Transavia 6924, push and start approved, face west.
Alright, so our nose is going to face toward our right, so let's get the engines up and running here. So, let's get the pack switches are off. Anti-collision lights coming on, and we're starting number 2.
South 670 cover with 24 left, line of void. And wait 24 left, number 672. Tower up to 1381, 1381, time lane 3003, runway 24 right, clear to land.
Alright, Gen 2 is on. We're getting juice. Isolation valve is closed. Right back to auto. And we're starting number 1.
If you don't, that's fine. We can backpack you, but there is a closure right now. South of 672, turn left, heading 210, 1290 at 3, runway 24 left, quick takeoff. That's 210, that's quick takeoff, 24 left, forward.
Should have a pretty good view on the way out, it looks like.
Delta 409, runway 24 left, line of void. Line of void, 24 left, line of void. Delta 409 on Del Rey, 1280 at 5, runway 24 left, quick takeoff. Del Rey, takeoff 24 left, Delta 40.
Alright.
South 672, heading 210, contact departure soon. 674.
we getting at? We're all buttoned up. That's an erroneous message there. Let's just have a quick peek here. And we're buttoned up. That's a bogus message. Alright, we were cleared to push, so nose is going to the right.
Can you depart the intersection of 25 right, or do you need to hold it? We have numbers for locked up for
Alright, so let's get ready to get on out of here. U-T-A, auto, and let me have you.
Okay, 2905 heavy contact park. Contact park.
So we're looking pretty good, and you. Yeah, it should go out. Alright, let's see. So, let's run through the whole thing, alright? Fuel cutoff levers, idle detent, engine generator switches are on. AC voltmeter selector, we're on Gen 1 right now. Probe heat switches are on. Engine wing anti-ice is required, they're off. Hydraulic pump switches are on. Bleed air panel, check, set. We are set for Gen, yep. Exterior lights, we are good. AP was needed, it's off. Master caution recall, we got a clean board. Flaps are set for takeoff, transponders TA auto, weather radar is set to auto, and flight controls are free and clear. Alright. And you know what? Let me get that clock going.
Departing crossway turbulence runway 25 left straight away. 25 left straight away.
Innsbruck Tower, good morning. Transavia 6924 at ramp 8. Ready to taxi to runway 8. Basically want to head straight down.
Taxi to runway 8 via Alpha.
Clear to taxi to runway 8 via Alpha. Alright, so let's go. Alright, Innsbruck, we'll see you later. Oh, give us a nice view on the way out.
That's a 477 heavy power, runway 25 left, clear to land. FedEx 691 heavy, make the turn, hold short, runway 25 left. Make the turn for FedEx 691 heavy, 25 left.
Mountains look rather nice.
FedEx 691 heavy, Foxtrot, cross runway 25 left, hold short, runway 25 right. Good cross, runway 25 left at Foxtrot, hold short, 25 right, FedEx 691 left. FedEx 691 heavy, give the numbers for Foxtrot departure. Hey, FedEx 691 ready. 691 heavy, RNAV Oscar, runway 25 right at Foxtrot, clear for takeoff. FedEx 691 heavy, clear for takeoff, left lane, 5 right at Foxtrot, RNAV Oscar.
Pretty smooth performance so far.
6120, hold short, runway 25 right. Hold short, good. American 2027, our taxi to the full length. Full length, American 2027.
Transavia 6205 visual to Transavia.
6205 tower, runway 25 west, clear to land.
Transavia still land, sir.
Oh, the moon looks pretty cool. I don't think you can see that from the camera angle, but it's right in between the two sets of mountains. Pretty cool.
Guys, 5120 is Hotel 5 cross, runway 25 right, kind of ground point, that's fine. Hotel 5 cross, 25 right, 7 Ready.
Innsbruck Tower, Transavia 6924, holding short, runway 8, ready for departure. And
Transavia 6924, runway 08, winds calm, cleared for takeoff.
clear for takeoff, Transavia 6924. Alright, now we don't need that anymore. Let's bring that up. Should have a good view here. And we'll do that once we get around. TARA, let's have a quick peek. 10 notification is complete. Exterior lights as needed. They are good. Engine start select is to continuous. Auto throttle will on that once we swing around. Transponders TARA auto parking brake release 40% and we're gone.
For the 477 Eddie, turn left on Alpha 8, left on Alpha, we'll contact ground point 75. Alpha 8, and then on Alpha, and then ground point 75, and then shot up 477. Okay. American 2027.
Come down to the end here, we're going to make a U-turn. That is an amazing view. Beautiful view.
American 2027, Arnab Docker, wind 260 at 8, runway 25 right, close to takeoff.
The snow on the ground looks pretty wild.
Commanded 1762 tower, runway 25 left, clear to land. Little air runway 25 left,
All right, 40%.
Up to 6,005, runway 25 right,
Toga.
5 right, line up and make it bay, up to 5.
Thrust set. Airspeed's active.
6,005, Arnab Docker, runway 25 right, close to Arnab Docker, runway 25 right, close to
Check. Throttle hold. We're stable through 80.
the which number was it? E2.
Gear up. All right, now I'm going to give this to PMDG. I want to enjoy this view. See how she handles this turn. That is an amazing view right there. Stunning.
Transavia 6924, contact departure on 128.975.
Contact departure on 128.975, Transavia 6924. Good morning. Departure, good morning, Transavia 6924 with you. Up to 5,000 inbound rum.
Transavia 6924. Innsbruck radar identified. Cleared direct Adilo. Climb flight level 220.
Cleared direct Adillo. Climb flight level 220. Transavia 6924.
Hello,
220. And I gotta start that climb. My altitude intercept button isn't working, so I have to do it that way. And we should be good now. And 065. Man, what a great view. Beautiful view. Oh, thanks, Jack. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's crazy, all right. Takes up my 2-car garage. My wife has to park her car out on the driveway. Hey, Airsoft, how's it going? Yeah, Innsbruck? Oh, yeah, Innsbruck is a beautiful view on the way out, or even on the way in. So I'm heading on over to Rotterdam. I don't think I've been there in a long time. If I've ever been there before, I'm not sure. Yeah, the view is absolutely amazing in Microsoft. Absolutely amazing. So let's see if she obeys the speed restriction of a max 165 knots. Right now we're 173, 174. What a great view. Should have a nice view out that window when we make this right-hand turn. Boston? No, was it Patrick? I'm from Brooklyn. So you're close, though. Brooklyn, New York. Yeah, you can take me out of Brooklyn, but you can't change my voice. No matter where I go, it gives me the way.
Transavia 6924. Climb flight level 270.
Climb flight level 270, Transavia 6924. All right, we're good up to 27 now. And standard. We're at 10. And once we swing this turn, we'll let them get out of their seats. So we're 172 knots right now. So we're pretty close to that 165 mark. See if she slows down just a little bit. What an amazing view, though. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. And it's smooth. What a great view. Oh, not paying attention. Stunning view. Man, this never gets old. Should have a pretty good view of the airport down there. Coming up. Wow, look at that. Amazing. It's amazing how all this comes together and performs as well as it does. Really is. Cardiff. That one I probably don't think I've ever been to. Oh, really? I'm going to have to take a look at that. X-Plane, see if they put out an update. I know Zebo Mod has. I've gone down a couple of revisions already since I worked on 2020 the past couple of days. So 2020 was giving me a hard time.
Climb flight level 310.
Climb flight level 310, Transavia 6924. And we're going at 254 now. And we are inbound Innsbruck. So once we pass Innsbruck, we'll be able to kick up the speed. Hey Paul, I'm doing pretty good. I hope you're having a good one. Whenever I get an opportunity to come in here, it's a good day. So, I don't know if I'll get another ride in today. I'm hoping. It would be nice if I get a second one in today. We'll see. Have dinner after this ride. Would be nice I get one more in here. Hey, we got a tailwind pushing us here. 38 knots. Alright, you should have another nice view out that right window on this turn. And then we'll let him run around. Pretty smooth ride.
Transavia 6924,
Beautiful.
flight level 350.
Climb flight level 350, Transavia 6924. Beautiful view. And we're going to 287. And that's already coming into view, and we can let them run around. It's a pretty smooth ride. I don't know if you can see the moon now up there. Maybe not. No, Paul, Shadow's a bit under the weather.
924,
Flaps 1.
info on 134, decimal 625.
Contact Vienna on 134.625, Transavia 6924. Good morning. 4625 is in already. Vienna, good morning. Transavia 6924 with you. 18,000 climbing flight level 350. Inbound Adillo. And flaps up.
Transavia 6924, Vienna info identified. Good morning.
Yeah, Shadow's resting. Shadow got real sick just before Christmas. Right now we're dealing with the brain tumor that he's got. So, matter of fact, today I just got back from the cancer hospital with him. He had another radiation treatment today. So he's got one more coming up on Monday. And then I think we wait 1 or 2 weeks, and then he has to go back for a checkup to see just what the radiation did to the brain tumor. So, without the treatment, he basically had about 3 months left. So, right now he may make 30 months plus. So, no transmissions here. Let's switch on over.
Transavia 6924, Vienna info, climb flight level 360.
Climb flight level 360, Transavia 6924. They're going to baby us up to... So, actually, no, 360. That puts us at cruise, and you should be at 36. I don't know why that changed again. Not the first time that's happened. It's off by 1,500 feet again. Not the first time after I said it. Interesting. All right, so Adillo, we should have 15.8 on the fuel with 15.9. We should have 11 when we get in. We've got 106 miles to top of climb, 460 miles to go to Rotterdam. Oh no, pretty good run. He's actually doing way better, Paul. Way better. When this first started in December 22nd, he wasn't able to go to the bathroom. So my wife thought it was a urinary tract infection, which it was. We brought him to the vet. They treated him for the urinary tract infection. On that it started Sunday. Monday, we went to the vet. Monday night, he was walking funny. And before I even knew it, I went and I checked him. He was blind. He lost all of his sight in a matter of a day. But the treatment from the urinary tract infection was able to get his eyesight back. And that's how we found out about the tumor. The additional inflammation from the urinary tract infection put the brain tumor actually put pressure on his eyes, which caused him to first go out of focus, and then he couldn't see anything at all. So once the urinary tract infection calmed down, let me switch over here. His eyesight came back. So, and then that's how we found out about the tumor. So, and the tumor treatment is 3 high doses of radiation. SRS radiation, supposed to be pinpoint accuracy from multiple locations. High radiation at the tumor, medium radiation just around it, and then light radiation just around that, so that it doesn't damage too much of the good tissue. So he's got one more treatment to go on Monday. Then he gets a week off to relax and take it easy. Hopefully we get good news after that. That the tumor has been beat up pretty bad. 322. And then hopefully he'll be back in the right seat. He dropped in here real quick. My wife brought him into the garage because she heard me talking to him with some of the regulars that are on here, like you, Paul, that were asking about him. And she tried to put him down in the first officer seat, and he just wouldn't have anything to do with it. Jumped right down. He just wanted to go to bed. So hopefully he'll be back in the right seat again soon. We'll see. All right, at Nessie, we should have 15.3 on the fuel. We're 15.4 right now. We're not even on this chart anymore here. We can come off there. There we are. Zoom out a little bit. There we go. So hopefully in a week or two we'll have some good news. The one good thing is he's got his eyesight back, so even if we shrink the tumor, he'll be at least comfortable for whatever time he has left. So, but he is completely wiped out my motorized throttle quad fund. He's wiped out my computer fund. He wiped out my monitor fund. I got to start saving again. Next on the list was to replace 2 computers and 3 monitors. But that ain't going to be happening for a while. That's for sure. All right, the fuel's right on the money. Got another 81 miles now, top of climb. 4:33 to go. And I'll take the weather now. You can have the terrain. Let's have a peek out a little ways, see if we're going to run into anything. You got a little weather out here off to the right. Just a touch off to the left of us. Looks like we're going to skirt right in between them. Oh, I know, a pretty cool ride. I got to check, though. I don't know if I've ever been to Rotterdam. EHRD does not sound familiar to me at all. But who knows? I've done a lot of flights over the years. I think I'm over 900. So we'll see. And let's see. We have gate Charlie 1. So you know what? Let's take a look at that right now. Let's go take a look at... We already checked the arrival and the approach and all that. That's all looking pretty good. I'll probably just put in some additional info on the way in, but that's it. Arrivals. So we're coming in on 24, so we can come straight down. C1 is pretty much right up against the building, just about right here, C1. And we'll be coming here from Victor 3. And if we take a look here, we'll be coming in here on runway 24. And we're going to get off here at Victor 2. I guess since Victor 3 is out. We'll come all the way down to Victor 2, swing around, and then we'll come into our parking space. Right, yep. No entry. And we already took a look at the R&P on the way in. Matter of fact, let's put that in right now. I refer to minimums, okay. We have to. All right, what did we have here? Elevation is minus 14, so that's good. Missed approach, and we're holding at 214, right? At 2,000. Very good. That looks good. That looks good. That's already in. And we are set you. And that looks good. And when are we going to get on this chart here? We have the Helen 4R. We get on at Helen, okay. We have a ways to go before we hit Helen. What's that? Oh, medication time? It's time for my medication. Alright, yeah, no, I'm at cruise, so we're good. 121 knot crosswind. Too bad we weren't going that way.
Delta 2147, arriving.
Little bit of weather here, not much. And that should be 17. Alright, I got about 20 miles a second. I'll be right back. I just got to go take my medication.
You got a 661, you able to do that reroute?
Alright, 661, here we go. It's going to be direct to Delta Romeo Kilo, India Romeo Whiskey, J98 Sierra Golf Fox, City 105, Wells for the Turtle 5. Yeah, 661, we're good.
Yeah, 661, you got it. Thanks for your help.
American 2431 with 228 for 290.
American 2431, center Roger.
I can stretch out and relax. It's like the clouds that we were over breaking up nicely.
Center, Southwest 2049, 37 up. Southwest 2049, center.
Let's see if they're going to switch us over.
24, climb flight level 380.
They're bringing us at 380. Climb flight level 380, Transavia is 6924. All right, you want us up to 38? We'll go to 38. I really got to get in here, open this up, and fix that button. See if they're going to change us over to a frequency that's going to give us some additional transmissions. Yeah.
Munich radar on 133.55.
Contact Munich radar on 133.55, Transavia 6924. Good day. Hopefully we have transmissions on this frequency, other than us. Munich, good afternoon, Transavia 6924 with you. Flight level 35.5 for 380 inbound TEDGO.
Transavia 6924. Munich radar identified. Moinsen.
Good morning.
Southwest 2586, it says you have a business for arrival. It says you have a business for,
That should be in range, and 6.
Wisconsin 4806, Walter, flight level 200, maintain 3000 now.
Bring on and speed, cross Walter at flight level 200, Wisconsin 48.
Great view.
Center, you did get 2049, taking on 37 now. And Southwest 2849, I got you, expect 160 right ahead. Thank you.
All right, we're going to be coming up the top of climb here. And that's 30 minutes since we left the gate, 26 minutes since we entered the runway. We've got another 10 miles to top of climb and 363 to go. So at TEDGO, we should have 13.8 on the fuel. We're at 13.9 right now, and we'll have 10.8 when we get in.
Southwest 2584, altitude 240, 350, just start to pick up a little bit of light now. Southwest 2584, I'm into here, right to the north. Thank you. Delta 1025 from Beaumont, maintain level 240.
Beaumont.
And let's get you in here now.
American 899 from Poland, maintain level 250.
Costco is 250, going to 280 knots, American 899.
National 5858 from Poland, maintain level 250, maintain 280 knots now.
And 333. Fuel is right on the money. 178 miles now, top of descent. 352 to go. Yeah, we're fighting just about a headwind, 78 knots now. The winds haven't been all that helpful this ride. Yeah, I took them. They're gone. Wife's checking up on me. Make sure I took my meds. Cheese sandwiches. Ooh. Nice. They're getting cheese sandwiches back there. I didn't get no cheese sandwich. I have to ring for her. So PMDG and MS 2020s performed beautifully today. Great run from cold and dark to cruise.
Block 3, cross the river, flight level 200. Cross the river, flight level 200.
Delta 2766 out of 310 for 300.
Delta 2766, right. Delta 2317, Center, runway stage, flight level 370. Okay, I was told we're working on taking a couple.
We got an aircraft below us. Surprised TCAS isn't talking to us about him. Inbound this way, it looks like. TCAS ain't showing him at all. Interesting. All right, Kovan, 13.4. Oh, 13.6. And we're 13.6. Beautiful. 160 miles now, top of descent.
The 1901 with you on a 20.5 for 330. Delta 1901.
What are we looking at here? Yep, we got a ways to go.
Delta 1794, passing 22.5 for 330. Delta 1794, Alexander, Roger, XD, Mach 0.74. Not exceed 0.74, Southwest 1794.
Looks very ominous. That bit of haze down there. But it looks like it's clearing up beautifully out here. It stays like that. We'll have a real great view into Rotterdam.
Delta 960 up in her right. November 241 West,
American 2693, contact center 133.2.
32 American 2693.
Yeah, I'll take that one in a little while. I just took the other one. Yeah.
Rate to that Romeo Zulu Charlie. Direct Romeo Zulu Charlie.
He's bringing me more meds already.
American 580, cross full with our level 250. Delta 1007, contact center on 133.2. 33.2, we'll see you Delta 907.
And we're going to 339. And Suneg, 13.4.
3342, contact center on 133.2. 33.2, we'll see you at
10.7 when we get in, just over 300 miles to go now. Buck 40 to top of descent.
November November 1 Tango X-ray, Southern Canadian, Echo Whiskey Mike. Pitch Newman, 1 Tango X-ray.
Oh, especially if you own your own plane, Jack. You know? Hangar, airport fees, takeoff landing fees, and you got your fuel. Oh, yeah. Insurance. Oh, yeah. Adds up rather quickly.
Delta 2574, contact center on 135.15. 135, Delta 2574. Center stand was 3324, flight level 23.3.
Oh, hey, Rodney, how's it going? Yeah, I tell you, Scott has been, he's been pouring at it, that's for sure. I've been watching his videos. He's been really booking, putting that together. So he'll be doing flights in no time. Really looking great. Oh yeah, maintenance, inspections. Oh yeah. The list goes on. And then you got to go for your medical too. So you still got to go see a doctor. You got to go pay him as well. In the long run, believe it or not, this is cheaper. Even though I could probably buy a Cessna for less than what this cost. But in the long run, it would be this would be a lot cheaper. Especially after having it 9-10 years. No doubt about it. I actually had to go and use FSU IPC7 for the tiller. It's kind of a mix. Some of these axes are being used direct from 2020. Some of them just won't work. And I have to use FSU IPC7. Same thing with a few switches that I have in here. They just don't want to work with 2020. It's weird. And then the last update, or the update just before the last one they put out, I had everything all set up. All of a sudden, everything was crazy. And I could no longer send FSU IPC7, the axes, through that for calibration before it went to MS 2020. I had to use them for the setup and send it directly to 2020. It was crazy. That should be in range. And at Banham 13 on the fuel. We're 13 right now. 10-7 when we get in. We've got 290 miles to go. 116 to top of descent. So we've got the Helen 4 our arrival for the RNP into 2-4. Pretty nice ride. And right now it's what, 20 to 6? Yeah, I'm hoping I get another one in today.
United 1734, that's your correct. United 1734, climb maintain, follow 390. 1739,
Yeah, FSU IP7 was the only way I could get around some of the issues with my idle cutoff switches, with my engine reverses. Oh my God, it took me forever to figure those out. And we're going to 14 now. And 12.9. Right on the money.
25 -2, clear direct sheet stand.
Oh no, great run from PMDG. From Golden Dock through where we are now. And what are we looking at? We're under 300 miles to go now. We got 104 miles top of descent, 278 to go. And that's in, that's in, that's in, that's in, that's in. Let's see, we got anything out here that we're going to run into? Pretty clear. And we're going to 278. And 12.8. 12.8. 10.7 when we get in on the fuel, so we're looking pretty good. Nice and clear out there.
494, got that center on 1Q, correction, 135.15, 35.52.
Nice and clear.
American 1037, Canada. Hey, 1734, contact center on 133.2. United 382, good direct needle. Eagle 382.
And we're looking at about 175 miles will be on the arrival. 260 to go now. Another 80 some odd miles to top of descent.
Southwest 1274, Congress. United 382, contact center on 133.2. 133.2, United 382. Southwest 1274, Frederick T. Newman, Echo ST Mike. Directed into Southwest.
Now I want to eat something before I take those meds. I'll be done in a little bit. My wife comes in and checks. Too funny. I take them eventually. Sometimes late, but I do take them. That should be in range. I got a 61 knot tailwind just about. A little bit of help.
Southwest 2174, do you still maintain followable 340? 340, Southwest 2174. Center Country 404, Common Public T30, 270. Sun Country 404, Center Frederick T. Hackman, resume normal speed and climb and maintain followable 390. Okay, direct to Hackman. And with the 370 on request for a little while. Country 404, maintain followable 370, resume normal speed. Normal speed up to 370, thank you, direct access, Country 404.
Got another aircraft inbound. Looks like it's going to pass off to our left. Let's see if it pops up here. Can actually see the green, red nav lights and the red beacon light. He's that close.
Maintain 280 knots or less. Alright, Walter,
I mean, this is on.
280 knots or less. And 38 before.
Will you show him there?
Convoy 27
I can see his vapor trail. I can almost read his tail. But nothing. Have to take a look at that. That's off, right? Yep. That should go off.
United 907, I have your request for 350.
That should be in range 7 now.
United 907, climb maintain flight level 35.
And let's see, at Adeno, we should have 12.3 on the fuel. We're 12.4 right now. We've got another 55 miles top of descent, 228 to go. 10.7 on the fuel when we get in. Oh, we're looking pretty good.
Delta 932, 2 p.m.
Delta 932, 123 is going to be your final.
Thank you.
That was 4169, verified cross Bucky at flight level 230.
Got some gray haze out there now. Wow.
That was 4169, 300 knots.
300 knots, yeah, that's 41.
Definitely getting a little hazy out there.
Delta 2147, 18310 knots greater.
And 296. 12.3, 12.3. Right on the money. 40 miles now, top of descent. Give them another minute or two, and then we'll get them back in their seats. Clouds look pretty cool out the right window there.
133.2 is mentioned now, 30.
American 436, traffic center 126.8 today.
2687, we'll see American 436.
Delta 932, the center maintain for level 210 and do not exceed 270 knots.
210 and 270 knots, Delta 932.
George 973, 28 and any else to maintain flight level 290.
Yeah, stop climb, flight level 290, there's some.
Delta 1511, descending and maintain flight level 300.
They maintain flight level 300, that's 1.
At Wisconsin 3036, for level 200.
Everything 200, 30.
All right, what do we have here at Larsu? Larsu 12-1, 12-1. Fuel's right on the money. Under 200 miles to go now to Rotterdam. And about 115 miles will be on the arrival.
Here at 907 contact center on 132.42.
And we're going to 303.
Oh, it's turning United 683, flight level 220.
United 683, center, roger.
Nice view. Another aircraft out in the distance can make out the vapor trail.
United 683 is going to maintain flight level 240.
We have another 15 miles top of descent. Yeah, let's get them back in their seats.
Delta 2147, contact center 126.75. You have a good day.
And we've got that. Right, that's below. And yep.
Delta 932, contact center 126.75. You have a great day.
U2 2675.
He's a ways out there though.
Southwest 15 and 11 is going to maintain flight level 240.
Set level 240, Southwest 11.
Georgia 73, 28 are maintaining flight level 330.
Flight level 330, Georgia 72.
Fairway 711, contact center 125.907.
2597, Georgia 11.
United 683, Cross River, flight level 20.
Yeah, we're good.
Flight level 30, United 683.
Southwest 1375, center, maintain flight level 310.
I'm maintaining 310, Southwest 1375.
All right. We're on our way down. That's 56 minutes from the gate, 52 minutes from the runway. And we've got 172 miles to go now.
2744 traffic, followed by 15 miles after 737 out of flight level 260 for flight level 240.
About 80 miles will be on that arrival chart. All in all, PMDG gave us a great ride today.
15 miles after direction, a Boeing 717.
That's in, that's in, that's in, that's in. Let's get you set up.
Southwest 13.
Yeah, actually, we're good all the way down to 6. We're good all the way down to 6.
Southwest 1375, contact center 125.907. You have a good day.
2597, have a good one, 1375.
That should be in range. 2.
Southwest 1511, contact.
Another aircraft.
2, have a good day.
3350 is something done.
Okay, 439, South River, flight level 200, reverse 20.
439 South River at 200.
Southwest 2174, contact flight level 310.
South 310, South 310. Center flight 499, 193, climbing 232.
Center flight 499, center, Rotterdam, flight level 210, direct to you.
Reaching flight level 210, direct to view, Frontier flight 499.
Next is Frontier 499, direct to you.
Alright, direct to view now, Frontier flight 499. Confirm flight Frontier flight 499, we're still up to flight level 230.
And we are 150 miles out now.
230, next Frontier flight 499. Say the frequency again, 53.
United 683, contact center 133.2, 3320.
3320, 53, get it.
Frontier 499, climbing Innsbruck, 320.
That should be in range now.
20, Frontier flight 499.
Let's see, Sagri 11.7. We're 11.7 right now on the fuel. We'll have 10.7 when we get in, unless I can't put it down. And 144 miles to end of the ride.
Southwest 74, or 2174, climbing Innsbruck, 320. United 439, next center now on 133.2, 3320 today.
33.2.
Let's see, let's bring that up. We may even get on that chart before we hit Helen.
Center 499, contact 126.2, 77 today.
126.87, Frontier flight 499.
And we're picking up a lot of haze now. Hope that breaks up. Don't interfere with our view.
3197 for the 401, go ahead.
Yeah, we're level at 310 with that deviate left of the window.
But 401, deviation left support to the crew, you can expect something down the road as well. Please on the next frequency.
Thank you. Deviate left of the phone.
United 118 center, clear direct to Victor Bravo 2.
Direct Victor Bravo 0, yeah, 118. Direct to the phone.
I'm sorry, who's that?
Delta 17 string.
Request what?
Request direct to COS.
Delta 1763, clear direct to Beacon.
And we're going 285.
American 111, thank you.
And that should come into view. Yep. Yeah, that don't look all that great. That's some nasty looking stuff right there. Yeah, about 50 miles we're going to be on that chart.
Yeah, we're just looking at that now for what's 1101.
That's an hour since we entered the runway now. Hour and 4 since we left the gate. And we're looking at 119 miles left to go. Oh, hey, Mike, how's it going? Yeah, Shadow got a little sick. He's been taking up a lot of our time. Still on the mend. But his next doctor appointment isn't until Monday, so I should be able to get a few rides in this weekend, that's for sure. Hoping to get another one in tonight, but hope I can get that done. But I don't think my wife's going to want to cook. Probably going to have to go out to dinner. Because we did a lot of driving around today, back and forth to Fort Lauderdale with him. So, we'll see. Maybe I get lucky. So far, the auto flight system in PMDG has been great. We're just over 100 miles out now. What do we have here at Bub? We should have 11.6. We've got 11.6. 110 miles to go. We'll be in about 20 minutes. Yeah, we're doing everything we can for him. So the main thing is he doesn't look like he's hurting. So, and we got his eyesight back, so that was big. So he's definitely better off today than what he was December 22nd when this whole thing started. So he's heading in the right direction, so that's a plus. All right, 30 miles now. We should definitely be on that chart, if not sooner than that.
At our 10 o'clock, about 2 kilometers away, you'll see Park Doversheep. This park is a lovely green space that was developed to promote nature.
That's pretty loud.
It's a great spot
I'm gonna have to adjust that.
to enjoy outdoor activities, from picnicking to bird watching. The park is known for its diverse flora and fauna.
That should be in range.
Nature enthusiasts. might spot some unique wildlife if you look closely. Plus, it's
Not going to see it from up here.
urban hustle and bustle, offering a serene environment to unwind. So, if you ever find yourself in the area, it's definitely worth a visit.
I got to lower that volume down. That shouldn't be that loud. That should be where we can almost hear it as if it's coming through the closed door there.
133.87
All right, within 20 miles we got to be on that chart. I'm surprised we're not on there yet.
Southwest 3634, contact center 132.42.
We're going to be coming up on 18, so let's have a peek here. All right, bleed air panel is set to auto. Pressurization panel, the land altitude is in. Passenger signs are on. Auto brake selector is set. Flight instruments and radios are set. We've got local pressure. Well, it'll be coming up soon enough. And recall. And we got a clean board. I guess they fixed that door problem. All right, landing data. All right, VREF minimums. I just got to put that in here. And what are we coming in at here? Buck 47 today. And
Yeah, there's a late one arrival into Detroit. Just looking at this weather.
yeah, we're on that chart now.
Walleye, and then head down late one. It might get out of that.
And 322. That looks pretty cool. City down below there with the clouds sticking up. Nice. Nice view. Nice view. All right. Let's start getting ready here, pal. Oh, look at all the windmills. Wow. Whole ton of them down there.
I would say light top, areas with continuous light top, nothing worse than lights reported. I'll have you over to Cleveland in 2 minutes. I'm going to be able to give you more updated report going on.
Right, 6,000 by Dofu. Yep, and then Kitco is 3. We'll continue on down. What are we holding at here? We're holding at a deuce. And Rewick is 2 at 190. All right. All right, 78 miles now, end of flight. All right, at Helen, we should have 11.4 on the fuel. We've got 11.4. And we're still holding 10.7 when we get in. 75 miles now to go. And 357. Magnum. All right, Rimbo. Any speed restrictions here? No, just height. Below 6 at Dafmu. Well, 6 or below. Other aircraft on the move there. Well above us. Moscow. Oh yeah. I'm doing pretty good. I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, we're on the back end of the ride right now, so we'll be in about another 20 minutes, 15 minutes. So, it was a great run from Innsbruck. Beautiful view on the way out. We left just after sunrise. And it looks like we're going to skirt all these clouds right here. All right, Rimbu, we should have 11.3. We're 11.3. And fuel's not going to be a problem unless I can't put it down. Some more windmills. And there's a ton of them down there. Could use a few of those in the back to power this thing. My electric bill is crazy. Hey, William, how's it going? And we're going at 3.4 now, right? 3.5, well, 3.4 with the wind. And that is 24 out. Look at that haze. We're just going to skirt it.
Flight level 230 and normal speed after 15,000 was 1003.
So far, the auto flight system has been beautiful on the way down. Great ride. And we're 60 miles out now. That should be coming into range. Great view and a beautiful run. And I should be done by 6:30. Yeah, the wife will be happy with that if we're going out to eat. All right, we're slowing now to 240. We're at 250 right now. And we're down to 240. And we're coming up on 10, so let's light her up. That was a nice mellow climb and descent on course index of 18 this run. That was rather nice. Didn't require any speed brake. Beautiful run. So we need to be 6,000 or below by Dolph Moon. Right now we're at 9,000 descending. And it's still over 10 miles out, so we're looking pretty good. And we're holding at a deuce, right? All right, 50 miles to go. Gonna swing out, make a U-turn. We had a right-hand U-turn on the way out. We got a left-hand U-turn on the way in. So at 8,000 now, we need to be at 6 or below at DAFMU, which I'm sure we will be. The auto flight system has performed beautifully. Just looks like a thin layer. Looks like we'll go right through this, hopefully. Have a decent view in. I hope. And I'll take terrain. You can have the weather now.
American 147, figuring wild.
All right, we just passed 7,000 on our way down. 6,800. So DAFMO is fine. That constraint's met. Yeah, I like that idea. And from 034, we're going to 049. To Keiko. And from DAFMO, we should be on that chart now. And we're doing the R&P. There we go. Hey Max, how's it going? Oh yeah, I'm doing pretty good, Max. We're on our way into Rotterdam right now. About 40 miles out. We're just going to swing out, make a U-turn. Hopefully we're going to have a decent view on the way in. That's an hour and 20 minutes from the gate now. Hour and 16 minutes since we entered the runway. 37 miles ago. Hope this clears up, gives us something to look at. If you missed the departure out of Innsbruck, that was pretty cool. I'm going to go watch that again myself. Unless we're going out to dinner. Going to go see that on the big screen. All in all, a beautiful run. I don't think there's anything that I complain about this ride. This whole ride was great.
Delta 30 center ready. American 902 got up 10128.75 today.
Let's start slowing down. Let's start slowing down. Let's see, at Rewick we need to be below 190. Let's get that speed down a little quicker here.
Delta 14, flight level 330. Delta 14. Delta 14, request flight level 350. Delta 14,
And you can come on back. back. And give me flaps 1. Let's start slowing down. Here's 190. 190 max at Rewick. That is one eerie looking view out the window. Oh yeah, the coverage max, yeah. It's amazing that I can get smooth performance with all this going on. Pretty cool. Yeah, the right side looks great. We got a looping left coming up though. Would have been nice if we were looping on the right side. Give me 5. Let's continue to slow down here. All right, that was a max of 190. Yep. And we'll go to 170. $10.7 on the fuel. We get in. Another 25 to go. Oh no, beautiful run. And give me 10. Let's get that nose down a little bit more. And we get a better view once we get below this. Hopefully this is going to break up when we hit it. We get a little closer here. And on the mist, we're heading 236. Okay. Man, that looks amazing right there. Man. Tell you, the individual that did their clouds definitely did a great job. Look at that. That is sweet. It's almost as if you can go out there and walk on them. Nice. So we're 2,400 descending. We need to be at 2,000 at Rewick, which we will be. And then we'll hold that. We'll swing around. Hopefully we'll have a view. Looks like it's just starting to break. You can see the ground a little bit, fades in and out though.
Delta 140, get ready to level, flight level 190. Delta 140, better ride the by midday level 230. Delta 140, flight level 230. In 724, got our 718.42, okay? All right, 1842, American 724.
All right, 15 miles to go. U-turn and that's it. We're on our way in.
Delta 14, that's Alex, climb midday, flight level 350. With Alex, going to maintain flight level 350, Delta 14.
There you go. That's 2,000. Max 190. We're doing 170, so we're fine here. Ground is just breaking through. I don't know if you'll be able to see that there. And it looks nice and smooth. That is one beautiful view. Man, look at that. Get my fat head out of the way.
Delta 30, unfortunately not, but I really haven't had any sense for that.
Not the ideal conditions coming in here, though.
like Delta 30, like to request 390.
Delta 30, flying with info 390.
Okay, 390, Delta 30.
Delta 140, flying with
That looks pretty wild. You can see some buildings and some roads down there. Pretty cool. And now we're gonna get, the sun's gonna blind it all out. All right, we're on our way in now, another 12 miles. And that's a wrap. And we can go right to, what are we doing, 236 I said? Swing around 236. And we'll hold that at a deuce.
Good evening, Air France 019,
Pretty thick out there now. Looks like we're rolling back into it. Yeah, it would be nice if I can get that, but the monitors just wouldn't do it here. That would be a pretty cool effect. That's why it would be nice if I had a skylight in here. So if I was flying in the daytime, you know, I could just actually have natural light coming from the sun. Let's get the gear down. B-15. And we're going to slow all the way up here. $25 and $30. My bird. I got control. And there is nothing to see just yet out here.
Delta 30, got a set of 128.75.
128.75 today, Delta 30.
You gonna break for me here or what?
American 740. I want to Roger Ford Flake up to 37, 39, you know. I have some light traffic at 37, I don't know about 30. So I just can request 390 for final, we'll give it a try and let you know. I got 745 to go about 390. Come on, 390, man. 740. Aircraft 019, climbing maintain flight 135. We can maintain the 350 on 019. It was 2269, center maintain flight level 240. Level 240, check lead 2269.
There is nothing to see out here. Holy moly. I mean, unless there's a problem with the scenery, there is nothing out here. Oh, yeah, I got it. We're off to the right here, and we're a bit high. Whoa, 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 easy, 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 easy. Easy, easy, easy. Easy, 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 easy. Get over, 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 get over. One of my better ones, that's for sure. But wow, look at this weather. Holy moly. That was fun. That was pretty fun. I gotta go watch that again, that's for sure. We were way high. I'm surprised. I thought I was low too coming in. Let's bring up. Right, yep, Victor 2 we want. We can't take that way. That's gonna stay on. Let's get you up. And TA's this test view.
Go around. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear.
Wow, look at the weather here. That was wicked. That was a pretty wicked landing. I gotta go take a look at that. And I should pick the gate where they're just, the ramp where they're just hanging out, but. And an APU. And this is the second one. I believe it's the next one. Let's switch over, and we can kill number 2. I believe it's right here is our spot. That's some nasty, nasty weather. Over this truck. What are you doing in our spot, pal? Get out of here. You know what? He's there. We'll stay right here since he's there. And we can kill you, anti-collision, and let him run around. Alright, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that ride. That was pretty cool. I'm definitely going to go back and look at that approach at arrival into this airport, because that was pretty wicked coming down. Alright, for those of you that were with me today, I hope you enjoyed the ride. I always enjoy the company and the conversation along the way, my friends. So thanks for joining me today. I may get another ride in tonight. I'm not sure. Depends on what the wife wants to do for dinner. So we'll see. Alright, everybody. Take care. I'll catch you later.
Delta 204, better find and maintain flight level 350. Flight level 350, Delta
91, 119er, 119ers out of 1997. 1997. Alright, that's still Delta 59, please, 8290 for 240, 300 knots or better, then.
Delta 1593. This is going to be at the negative 3 arrival, San Francisco, altimeter 2977, and resume public speeds at Los Angeles. Okay, public speeds at Los Angeles will be set by the negative 3, 2977, Delta 59.
Oh, well, that's what they have. I don't think it's the runway. I mean, or 240.
Iberia 2621 Oakland to NCF, the negative 3 arrival, temperature 2977, and just resume public speeds in the arrival.
On the way to the